Hello, my name is Spencer Stubbs, and today I will be presenting my video analysis on the music culture assignment for a group called Shambara, which sings the song Solid Dance. They are a group from 1989, a Japanese supergroup led by two fantastic vocalists that were both on the come up in the 80s, Yuri Kukubu and Koryo Ikimoto. They had two standout albums. Kuri Okamoto came up on the late 80s, come up and presented a lot of new styles to the music of like 80s city pop, which is very synthy, a lot of dance, a lot of funk. And they brought in two fantastic guitarists and combined everything together and just made a super deep song about what's it like to move on from a breakup and how we can deal with emotions by just having a dance and just reflecting on our emotion by just conveying the beats and getting it all to our hearts and saying, you know what, we're gonna take this pain and just begin to dance and enjoy it, which captures all the feelings of our loneliness afterwards, but our intimacy towards a person, which brings the music together. And when the music comes together, there's a flow of vocals and instrumentalizations that just bring the music as one. And like when I go back to this song, it really brings me to the days that I fell in love with Japanese music due to the culture of me getting into anime and how the music was just so funky and the combination of beats, like in this one part right here. And the guitar comes in along with the same beat to flow in as a homophonic texture in those parts while they're all dancing together in sync. And the vocals come back. When the vocals come back, it goes one singer after another, and they continue to flow together as this duo along with a supergroup, because it's the two female vocals, and one by one, and then Koryo Kimoto comes in, and while the same time is going with the same beats, they're still dancing together, and the guitarist in the back with the percussion staying in sync. Once again, it comes back. But moving back to my analysis, this music and the solid dance, the meaning of the song is just super emotional for people our age, our maturity, and going through relationships when we just don't know how to deal with things afterwards. And for me, I'm a person that when I listen to music, I just feel it from the heart, and I listen to what the writers of the music express and how they explain their emotions and how they can deal with things, and they can just say, hey, we're all in this together. And by conveying these messages, all of us can sit and listen and say, hey, maybe it is better just to have a solid dance and enjoy ourselves and dance to music while we're going through a breakup. And it's unfortunate that this supergroup only had one album, and this was their breakout single from 1989 after their two solo careers really took off. And the time and space just brings me back to me wanting to travel to Japan and experiencing this life and how they express their arts and the use of these songs and animes that we watch on TV, and then we hear the ending song and it's super catchy and has such a fun beat to it, and it just brings us to life, just like how this group does. And it really just makes me like think about the lyrics and the translation where they're saying, with my trembling heart, I dance a solid dance, even though I'm going through all this pain, even though I miss this person, and that they left me at midnight one night and left me alone. But I went to my room and just played music. And it goes back to the chorus here. The bridge comes in. As you left me that night, is what she's saying that day. Would you like to engage in a solid dance with me, no matter what? Any day, any time. She's saying that I can just engage into a solid dance. Doesn't have to be a breakup where I have to sit there and just cry my emotions out all the time. I can dance it away. And which is why this is such a powerful song to me, because I've recently experienced a lot of tough times with learning how to go through breakups and meeting people, and this song really just brought me to life when I found it a few years back after getting into more Japanese music, and just the way that all the guitar and the bass flows in with the vocals, it just brings me to this feeling and realization saying that I would love to live in the 80s and be there at the fun concert venues with them all dancing in sync with each other. And the set was really, it truly captured everyone's emotion, and the vocalizations was just on par with each other, and the girls really knew how to bring out the best from each other, which is why I chose this song and why it just means so much to me right now. And coming to a conclusion, I think that we can all look at music and just realize that at the end of the day, it can help us, it can save us, and it can help us move on from past trauma just by listening to what these singers write and how they touch the audience.